Digital channel attribution is extremely important for online businesses as it allows them to understand where their most valuable customers are coming from. It is a way of analyzing visitors from your marketing channels, such as Facebook, Instagram, paid advertising, emails, etc., to scientifically work out which channel is bringing the most valuable customers to our site. When you first install the app and open it, you will be presented with a signing on screen. Here you will be asked to enter your license number so as to register your app. It is simplest to copy and paste it in, then click Activate. In a short while you will be moved onto the main screen. Here you will see some of the different types of attribution models produced by the app, as well as the user journeys and Sankey diagram. When you are ready, click Start to begin the process. You will be taken to the upload screen, where you can drag and drop your file onto the app. You can alternatively navigate to your file by double-clicking on one of the blue folders, and then click the Upload button. The text will change to say File Uploaded, and give you the name of your file. The file format accepted are .csv, .txt, Excel, or Google Sheets. Please convert other file formats into one of these. Once the file has been uploaded, please fill out the input boxes below. Here you are asked to match the column names in your dataset with the equivalent column names of the input boxes. First is the identifier for your visitors, so the user ID or cookie ID or something equivalent. Next is the time element, date or time. Type the name of your column in the input box. Next, enter the name of the column with your channel names. The conversion column should have numbers such as 0 and 1. 0 means no conversion, so the visitor has left the site without converting. They may return via the same channel or another channel later in the dataset. 1 means the visitor has converted or engaged in a set goal or key event. Next is the conversion value, which would be the column where you have placed a value or score to the conversion event. It can be the monetary value of the goods purchased by the visitor, or some value given to a goal which the visitor has engaged in. This field is optional, but if it is entered, it is used in calculating the final attribution score for each channel. If it is omitted, then each conversion is assigned the same value in the Markov chain calculations. The final input box is also optional and can be used for indicating whether the visitor is a first-time visitor or not. 1 for first-time visitors, otherwise 0. If this column is utilized, then the calculations will use it. If it is omitted, then the algorithm will use the first occurrence of each visitor to your site as a first-time visitor. Each subsequent visit will be treated as a returning visitor, as depicted in your dataset. When you are ready, please click the Submit button. If nothing happens, try clicking again. If nothing still happens, it may be that you have misspelled the name of a column in one of the input boxes. They must match the name of the columns in your dataset. When you click Submit, it turns sky blue and processes your dataset. Please ensure you do not have the dataset open in another application, such as Excel. Once the processing has been completed, you are taken to the screen with all of the charts. The top chart shows the Markov chain attribution scores for first-time visitors only. If your site is interested in early customer acquisition, then this will be of special interest. It emphasizes those channels which have performed well in converting first-time visitors. The second chart shows the attribution scores for returning visitors. This excludes first-time visitors. First-time visitors have quite a different attribution score than returning visitors and convert at a very different rate. This breakdown will assist you in understanding your site's true cost of acquisition per channel. Below this is the chart for the Markov chain total acquisition score per channel. This calculates all user journeys that have ended in conversion on your site, including first-time visitors and returning visitors. This will equate to the older forms of acquisition scoring, but will be completely different in scores assigned, as you will see with the charts below. This is because the Markov chain model has used your site's actual touchpoints and conversions to calculate the channel's attribution scores. All of the touchpoints that lead to conversion have been taken into consideration and appropriate scores awarded using the transition matrix. Below the acquisition score charts is a user journey bar chart. This shows all of the top 20 most used paths through your site. Any that does not end in conversion means a final drop-off from your site in the dataset uploaded. The numbers next to the bars represent the number of times that particular user journey was used. Below this are two tables which separate out the journeys which ended in conversion from those which did not. The first table shows the user journeys of the non-converting visits. These two tables are exportable. Select the top left cell, scroll down with your mouse wheel, then hold down the Shift key and select the bottom right cell. Pressing Ctrl+C will copy the data, and you can paste it anywhere suitable, such as a spreadsheet. The second table shows the user journeys that have ended in conversion. Some are single touchpoints before conversion, whilst others are multiple touchpoints. The column widths are expandable. Below these are the older and more commonly used heuristic models. These are more of a guesstimate of your site's channel attribution values, not a real calculation. Each has a different weakness which are really quite well known. Most established marketing is moving away from these old models. These including first touch attribution, last touch attribution, linear attribution, and time decay attribution. There is also a deprecated model which assigns 40% to the first touch, 40% to the last touch, and the other 20% is shared between the middle touch channels. Below the chart we have a Sankey diagram of the top 50 user journeys through your site. This is a linear depiction of a Sankey diagram. Entry channels are on the left, with the user journey flowing left to right. On the right are either exit or conversion. Hovering over the user journey shows the touch points that brought the user to the site, as well as the number of times each conversion path was used. This is often the same channel over and over, but sometimes a wide mix of channels. Markov chain attribution is able to accurately allocate conversion scores to each of the touchpoints for each user journey, and aggregated these up for the entire period covered in your dataset. If you wish to load another dataset after closing the current charts, it is strongly recommended that you click Start Over to return to the first screen, rather than just dragging and dropping a new dataset onto the canvas. This will clear all of the calculations and reset the application. From the first screen you can click on Start to return to the upload screen.